Hello, amazing people. Hope you all are doing great. You're welcome to another splendid episode of Get Impeccable. With me, your host, Precious and Dean, and I am so thrilled. I'm so excited to have you all go to your screens to enjoy another very life-transforming, insightful episode of Get Impeccable with me. Today's episode is especially enriching for college and university students, or those aspiring to get to college, So we'll be hearing from some incredible recent graduates whose journey inspires me so much. They're people who have been striving for growth, and I am just so honored to have them on board with me, and they'll be sharing some of one of their biggest, the biggest lessons they learned from college. And trust me, you don't want to miss this, all right? Take down notes, period. All right, let's dive in to know our guests. So before we do that, we're going to have some rapid fire questions just to know you before you formally introduce yourself. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you, Joy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just going to say either this or that, okay?
Okay.
All right. Go out with friends or study?
Go out with friends.
All right, Nick. Club night or group work?
What? Club night.
Club night!
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Money or education?
Money.
All right. Text your partner or text your lecturer?
Damn. Why? Do you have to bargain?
Lecturer. Me.
So you have the option. There's this moment like you have to either text your lecturer on a particular something,
Yeah.
and your partner wants to talk with you. Which will you text?
First deal with the partner, and then lecturer later.
No, like the lecturer is at that moment. If you don't do it, then it's
Lecturer
off.
then. Let's
Lecturer
say
then.
lecturer, man. You can always apologize to the partner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Joy. Go for physical exercises or stay late in bed.
Go for physical exercise. I just don't run.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Need to read or watch movies?
Read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now go. Go to class or go for sports?
I go to class.
Okay.
Go to class.
What?
Any day.
All right. So, what would you do in that case? Go to class or go for sports, Nick?
Sports.
You go for sports.
Hey, but hey.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you play sports. We'll get to know about that.
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. That's a rapid fire question, and so we're going to have them introduce us, and we're going to start with ladies before gents.
Sure.
Okay. So go on, Joy.
My name is Joy Abigail. I'm from Gitao. I go by the Elia Spice. Recent graduate, MCOM. Just so that Nick doesn't see it on my I specialize in strategic corporate communications, and I thrive in crisis management.
Wow.
Crisis and disaster management.
Lovely. We're so honored to have you here. Thank you so much for gracing our screens,
Thanks
Joy.
for having me.
And yo, gentleman.
My name is Nick Mungai. Nicholas Mungai,
Okay.
the ID name. But yeah, I'm a fresh graduate also, class of 2025.
Congrats.
Initially did a bachelor's degree in journalism. I came in, yes, I specializing in print media, but later on learned about broadcast, PR, and then also made sure that I just pick up anything in every skill in every profession.
Yeah.
But my first love primarily is medicine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's like a kind of contrast to like broadcast, the
Very.
medicine.
Yeah, they don't even correlate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Lovely. We'll get to know more about that. Once more, congratulations to each of you.
Thank you.
And I honestly can't wait to hear what you will share with us, the powerful perspective you bring on board for our guests, the young people who will be listening to us. Yeah. So are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's begin. The questions are going to unfold in three phases. First, we're going to check out your freshman mindset. So we'll start with that, then we go to the other parts. Okay, so let's take you back to the first time you stepped in university. What was your biggest year as a fresher? And I'm gonna address this to Nick. Thank you. I was looking at you. I was like, okay,
My first experience as a fresher was, joining USI Africa, hearing stories about USI Africa from people out there. There's that image that USI Africa has out there.
Yeah.
So peer pressure of, will you really fit in? Who are you really going to meet out there? Because it has always been the reputation of having the affluent in society joining USI Africa.
Yeah.
So then it was more of like, will I be able to fit in also? Learn how the USI community works. Yeah. So as a student, and also peer pressure. Freshman peer pressure is always crazy. Yeah. But all in all, that was my first mindset. I think about
Yeah. Do you have anything to add on that?
Mine was different. I went to a Christian institution for my undergrad.
Oh wow.
And I'm a Christian, so it was really easy. However, I don't talk to people a lot. So the very first day I stepped into school, it's just how do I talk to people? I'm not used to talking to people, and when I'm talking to people, I'm hearing something, I'm reading something. So just being new and do we call it nude? You don't know exactly what you're supposed to be doing and all that. And I don't like troubling people. So just having to, we had school moms and school dads after orientation, you're given school parents that teach you your way around school. So now getting to ask them, how do I register for classes? How do I do this? How do I do that? That wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
So my very first thought was, how am I going to talk to people? I don't like it. I love reading my novels. So talking to people was a whole new thing. Yeah.
Well, okay. Talking to people, Nick was just the peer pressure, the stark in contrast. All right. So how did you? All right. So we're going to go to phase 2 of this, and this is about managing financial, academic, and social expectations.
Yeah.
This is a big one, especially for university students coming. One thing is when you get to university, there's that independence. Now, knowing how to manage your finances, academics, and with the social expectations that come with maybe from home, your peers, and the certain things. How were you able to do all of that? So now we'll be exploring this aspect of student life. So how did you manage financial constraints or limited resources, if you ever had this experience of, I'm facing limitations with financial capacity or something like that? How were you able to manage that?
So with what I know about money or with what I have experienced with money, I got to learn to save at a very, very young age. So not very young, but young enough that So I opened a money market fund. I got into SACCOs. Hopefully by the end of this year, I'll be able to buy bills and bonds. So also one thing, there are these things called chamas. So I'm always a treasurer in the chamas. So chamas are where people save money. Do you have where women give money in round table?
Oh yeah, we call in my country we call it jangi.
Jangi.
Yeah, but when I came here the lecture,
it's like something illegal.
Like jangi.
But when I came here, the lecturer said a merry-go-round. Merry-go-round. Yeah.
Or chama.
Or chama.
Yeah.
So I take money and then I put it in a particular money market fund. I won't say the name because they're not paying me to advertise them. So it grows the money daily. So I take the daily proceeds into my money market fund, and then I give them theirs when they want to have theirs, but I keep the profit. So any time I have anything to do with money, I have to have an interest rate where I'm not asking you for money to blah blah blah. No, I'll do it, but with the money market fund that I'm using. So that's how from a young age I got to save up. SACCOs, buying shares in NSE, MMFs as well. To date, I'm I want to do something better with the money. I want to get into buying bills and bonds.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm going to be my first billionaire in my family.
Of course,
I'm a firstborn daughter.
Clap it. my god, Nick, are you inspired? Tell us your story.
I have no words.
He's having a hard time.
You are that good with finances. No, okay. For me,
Do you want a wife? Okay, sorry.
I need one, baby.
yeah, true.
Okay.
Don't get in my tent.
Sound.
I'm sorry.
No
Miss,
big
let's
deal.
not get the tent.
No, yeah.
But okay, sorry. Thing is, for me, it was the other way around. Like literally, it was more of me being that guy who never cared about managing my funds. Then, because I mean, you're fresh in like campus, you have friends, you want to go out. They say you nightlife and club like it's crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's a
crazy.
good one, though. Good experience.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Wow, for me, it was
It's a good experience.
good experience.
I would
Open your
argue
mind
that.
to it.
I do not.
I don't think I can, but yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
But it was an amazing experience as well. But it also led me to many bad decisions financially. Then, because I didn't have like anyone to guide me financially in terms of like, hey Nick, you have this amount of money, try and save and maybe do ABCD with it. I mean, Joy, that's a huge step, but
Yeah,
it's
right.
like, to be honest,
Yeah.
kudos to you.
Kudos.
It's not that easy, especially being a campus student.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have so many things. You go out with friends, you want to buy things, impulse buying is there.
Mhm.
And you're looking at also the aspect of you still have your parents' money, so do you really care about it? No,
Facts.
not really. You're not earning in any. And it's now dawned on me later on when I came back. Now I was like, okay, I need to be responsible with the job I'm doing because I'm looking up to myself for my needs, for my bills, for so many things.
Exactly.
So I'd also want to make sure that I'm a responsible young man.
Mhm.
And it was more of like a learning phase. I wouldn't say I regret it.
Yeah.
It taught me many lessons, both good and bad. But I appreciate everyone and anyone who was part and parcel of that journey, from the good side and from the bad side as well. Yeah, you guys taught me something.
I
And
mean, yeah, it made the Nick you are today.
exactly.
Amazing.
So I wouldn't say I regret it. It was more of like me learning how to maneuver through it and to
Mhm.
adult in the way that I never expected. So adulting is real, but never assume
Mhm.
it's real. And
Okay.
yeah, always appreciate the people who are around you who are willing to give you that guidance and also to show you the right direction and the right path of managing your life, your funds, your education, and in general your mental health, your physical health in every aspect. For sure. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much for sharing that. And you see, when you mentioned about that, I just recall the times of the Mandamanus. You
Mm.
see, most students, okay, let's talk about Africa in general,
Yeah.
in most parts of Africa. I'm talking analysis from my country.
Mhm.
There's often this political unrest
Mhm.
or institutional delays.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you able to handle the strikes, the disruptions? Like, what influence did it have on you?
Wow, for me personally, I was actually in the streets. For the most of the Mandamano, I was in the streets, but I was going out there to voice my opinions as a youth because I realized unemployment rates in Kenya are very high and in Africa as well.
Facts.
I mean, we as the youth are the leaders of today. I believe that. In as much as they try to push the narrative that you're the leaders of tomorrow, I believe we're the leaders of today.
They know tomorrow is not guaranteed,
Tomorrow
so
is
they
never
try to
guaranteed.
make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, at the end of the day, we are living our youth. They lived theirs and they have their leaders, people who led them towards their successes and their progresses. Now it's up to us now to shape ours. So if we don't, then who else will?
Oh.
Yeah. So for me, it was more of managing that time funds was I was a bit strict on whatever I was spending on. I had to make sure that I'm not so out there with spending maybe on things that don't really hold value as per, because you have to ensure that you have the essentials. You
Yeah.
have food, you have whatever you need to survive as a human being, especially.
And you have water for the tear gas.
Oh yes.
True facts.
Water for jiggers and toothpaste. Yeah, but generally it was more me learning how to maneuver through my funds. COVID taught me, and I believe a majority of people also, post-COVID and also during COVID, that you are never certain of whatever you have.
Facts.
Yeah, all of it can go away within a snap of a finger. So it was more of us me learning how to manage that and to also make sure that first ensure you have your essentials. Anything that you need to survive, have it in your house. After that, now you can now look at things. Maybe you want to spoil yourself, go out, go maybe buy yourself a nice watch, some clothes, some shoes. Yeah, but make sure you have
the
essential.
reward is important. Actually.
Exactly, yeah, for sure. And that's how I learned actually. Yeah.
You know, I love the fact that the key word I'm getting from you is learning.
Yeah.
So you're making every single thing a learning experience.
It is learning through life.
Yeah,
Proper.
Learning through life.
I really love it, and I just want you to share more about your study techniques, like how it helped you succeed, and stuff like that. Maybe briefly on it.
Briefly, I prefer studying through. I love reading. First of all, reading and writing. I've done a lot of writing, but when it comes to studying, I prefer watching YouTube videos first.
Yeah.
Especially when I come to maybe class contexts, I need to understand a certain concept or topic. I prefer going to YouTube first, looking for the video. If I don't get it, maybe I consult maybe written material like books, journals, etc. And also ensuring that I consult lecturers, because lecturers are the biggest resources that we have.
Facts.
Yeah, as much as they are, people assume that they're just there to be paid, do your job, go home. But if you realize, if you tap into their knowledge, you realize these people are very rich in terms of whatever they have. And if you're very careful as a student, you might end up having a lot of knowledge that's not even in class because of that lecturer. And they are a full resource and also skill set. Especially in our department, journalism, we have Zedi, we have Dula, we have people. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
They've always been giving us guidance and skills because you can have book knowledge, but you also need skills, especially in our profession.
Exactly.
And they've been part and parcel of that. So I believe us absorbing everything from anyone and everyone, you filter out the bad, but absorb the good. You act like a sponge. And that's what has helped me all through in terms of maneuvering through the campus life.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it's just amazing, like you're living proof of the learning, the growing, and talking about lecturers. That's a big one, as most people have like misconceptions regarding relating with X.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add on that, Joy?
I think I second Nick.
Okay.
I never used to talk to people. It wasn't my thing. It's never been my thing. But coming here, that's how you get your grades. You have to talk. And I learned after my undergraduate, I learned that there's something we call kiherehere and kujituma.
Okay.
It means sending yourself and putting yourself out there. So in as much as I am said to be an introvert, when I see anyone and everyone that I know is important, my mouth will yap. I'd rather go home and just, rest. So I've learned to appreciate people and what they do, because I do know that I don't know everything. So being with people that know something in a particular field helps you grow more. And I think that's how I came to know Nick and Zedi, Kibula, people that you just find and you're like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And having friends, in as much as it wasn't my thing, now talking to people, you find someone had a 19 out of 20, someone had a 20 out of 20, you're struggling with your 9 out of 20. At the end of the day, you're like, we're in the same class. What are you doing different? Then you glue yourself to them. They share what they are doing with you. At the end of the semester, you're either half as sharp as they are, or you're just as sharp because you're the average of the 5 people you're about. Lecturers. Nick has emphasized it enough, but lecturers, in as much as sometimes we hate, because what do you mean you're giving me a B minus? I had an A minus, you're giving me a B minus, that's gonna drop my GPA. It's not about GPA, it's about the wealth that you get from them. These are people that have been in the industry. These are people that know people in the industry. These are people that can refer you in the industry. And if you leave a long-lasting impression, they may just call you back to, talk to other people. They're not our enemies.
Exactly.
Most of them are parents. Most of them are siblings. Most of them are, they just have someone who's just as young. So talk to them as human beings.
Exactly.
And love your books. I love your books.
Yeah,
They might not
read.
school books, but anything that helps you mentally, that expands your knowledge is very important.
I really love this. I'm learning a lot, and I'm taking down notes here. All right, so I would love to ask you, Nick, have you ever considered, like, when choosing your major, because especially for freshmen and even those who are sophomores, have you ever considered switching your major at any point in time?
When I'm in your studying?
Yes.
Or in general? Because
general.
Okay. When first of all, before I joined USI, when I finished campus, my main dream job or dream career is
Doctor.
yeah, neurosurgeon that's really been my passion. I love learning about the human brain, learning about not even the human brain, only the brain in general, because there's animal brain and all that, the human body, learning about the anatomy and all that. So when I came to SIU, my mom and my grandma kept pushing me, telling me, you need to do journalism, And I was like, okay, let me give it a try. Why not? Because at the end of the day, it's a learning phase, it's a learning curve. And SIU then was the top university in terms of communication. I believe it still is.
Yeah.
You didn't just say then.
Then is a long time ago. I won't mention the year. Okay, then yes. So I joined in and I was like, okay, let me try print media. But in the process I was confused, for lack of a better word. Because I was like, do I really need to do this? There was that narrative that newspapers were dying. So I was more confronted to try and approach broadcast media. And I was 50-50 about it. But now I started doing some articles for the USA Gazette and USA Sauti and magazine. And I realized, okay, I can hang on to this and see what it brings forth in the future. And it brought forth amazing things in the future. And so I wouldn't say, it was more of like a moment of questioning myself. Am I really ready for this? Am I really ready to go to the industry with print media as my primary degree, or would I want to change? And there was that push and shove aspect where I was just conflicting myself. Do I really want this or not? And that's what wanted me to do like the big break. It took a big break before I came back because I was just in that conflict of thought that do I really need this or not? But after that, now I came back with an aligned mind where I really want to do this, let me go for it. Now this is my final goal, let me go for this degree and finish it.
You're doing amazing, right? Yeah.
It's trying to be humble.
Amazing. I just believe you can actually do what you can always influence health. Maybe not necessarily as a neurosurgeon or something, but you can always use what you have, to influence that part of it. Because at the end of the day, it's the impact that you make on the lives you've been always dreaming of making. So kudos. What about you?
When I started, well, parents are very important. They have an opinion.
Yeah.
Like that wanted me to become a lawyer. I wanted to be a chef. My mom wanted me to go to school. So I started with journalism, first year, second year. And she knew I'm doing journalism all the way. But in third year I was like, you know what? It's not really my thing.
Yeah.
So I did PR. And she was furious because I was telling her when I'm graduating, hey mom, so they're gonna call my name and I'm not gonna be doing journalism. She was furious. Hey, I took you to school, but at the end of the day I was like, there's a reason as to why I didn't please, and she was very, very supportive. So came back to USIU, came to USIU and it did a master's in comms as well. And focused on strategic corporate communication. Did I feel like changing for C4D? Yeah, I wanted to, but I'm like, there's always time to do all that. Maybe later on in life.
Inspiration. Now let's talk about your leadership. We're going to phase 3, right? Let's talk about your leadership, service, and preparing life after graduation. I believe you reach a point where you feel like maybe you had to get into these spaces of leadership in school or maybe beyond. So did you take part in any student leadership clubs or volunteering activity?
As master students, now it's my time to advocate for my people. We actually don't have these opportunities or we don't have time to do all this.
Yeah.
So most of the master students just come for class and they leave. They have husbands, they have children, they have careers. So it's very rare. Just very few people get to do this. We don't know when the opportunities arise for people to do all that. We're like, oh, election is happening. They're like, oh, who's our leader in the first place? So the most I did was become a class rep for all my classes.
That's good to know, class rep. I think that's the best way to actually clink with your lecturers easily. Class reps and
But I was also a graduate assistant. I worked with some of the lecturers. These people are amazing.
Wow.
So now working for lecturers and being in school most of the time, you kind of get a foot in the school because your lecturer sends you this, sends you that. You get to know who is who in school. So now you become an advisor to the rest of the students. This is where we get our themes. This is where the TV room is. This is where the podcast room is. This is where we borrow our cameras, blah, blah, blah. Not really leadership, but when they needed help when it comes to being around school, yes. I got the privilege to serve as head of USIU Radio, PR. PR, not head of USIU Radio, but PR head of USIU
That's public relations head.
Yes.
Cool.
And it was amazing. It was, just working. When you feel like you're working with younger people, you feel like you're going to give rules all the time, do this, do that. But it was different. You get to see how artistic they are. After completing, Nick got me to go do an interview somewhere. And then with my big mouth, I said, oh, I also did PR. And Kasha was like, would you do PR for USIU TV? And I just landed a role there. And it's been nice. I love PR. Like, my life depends on it. I don't think I'll be using it as a career. I'll be doing it as a hobby, but getting paid. Getting paid to do what I love.
Okay.
So, that's how I got to do things in school. Not as a leader really, but as someone different from other people in my class.
That's actually leadership.
Yeah.
Serving people.
I'm very humble.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get from you. Should I say?
Chairman, MCA, Assistant Dean.
Tell us.
What?
Assistant Admin, Assistant School of Communication.
Oh, that's how it's for you. Okay.
MCA, Governor.
I'm just a student.
Hey.
Nope, not that.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Oh, I may don't know. Okay. Currently, the head of USIGV. And in terms of leadership, I've done quite a few, just a few. I've been the editor-in-chief for Sauti and Gazette.
Wait.
Okay.
Would I say it's leadership per se, but I've contributed a lot in terms of maybe content creation within the department as well. I won Male Judge of the Year 2024-2025.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I might have forgotten, but I've contributed a lot in terms of making sure that we are seen out there. Yeah, I always love referring to leadership as a tool. I'm the type of person who look at leadership as not leading people by pulling them, but by working with them, serving them, and showing that everyone in the team is well catered for. Because in as much as people, I believe leadership is not something to massage people's ego. From my context, I believe people have different contexts, and that's okay. It's subjective. But I believe leadership is more of catering to people because they've chosen you, not because they feel like you're a demigod, but because they've seen a certain aspect in you that they'd want to emulate or maybe they'd want to follow through. So if, as a person, you're chosen for that position, don't use it to trample on people, maybe step on people, or maybe hurl insults on them. Use it as a position to nurture people, to give them a platform to also grow, and to give them that level playing field where they can feel that home. Because for USI TV, I've tried my best. I believe I'm also coaching to try my best in terms of ensuring that everyone in the team is well catered for, is constituting the team, is working with the team in the right way. Because you're not only building a platform that will just cater to students now, but also cater to the future. I believe the vision for SATV is bigger than whatever I can imagine, and I believe in bringing different angles of leadership. So if maybe someone else comes in as the head of SATV after I've left, they'll bring in that another aspect of leadership that I wasn't able to, and that's very okay because leadership is very subjective. And if that person brings another bigger change to whatever we've already started, kudos to them. And I believe that's how leadership should be. From my context, you should be able to transform and bring in solutions. Don't look at challenges and look at them and start running back and forth. Look for a solution in it. And that's what I've always been taught by different projects you've done, especially during live stream. That's the time you'll actually learn that you have to find a solution in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because the camera will shut down and you need a battery. And if we start now gramping there and saying, oh, what's wrong with this camera? Usually you have to demand for a battery change immediately and continue with your shot.
Yeah.
You get, but also learning through life, it has taught me a lot, to be honest. I'd say it's a learning curve for sure. And that should be a code.
Oh my god.
But it's been an amazing journey, and I believe it's going to continue to be an amazing journey.
Definitely.
Yeah, and whatever we are building as of now, we'll have actually support on the people who are coming in as well.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
All right. So talking about, you've done a lot, both of you. Actually, it's just so inspiring. I'm like, hope I get there.
You will achieve it.
Yeah. So, and I'm just wondering how you were able to manage all through without breakdowns. And maybe if you had it, how were you able to care for your mental health and during the tough times? Because maybe they were tough times or challenges, but how were you able to, handle all of that?
Having a strong support system is very important.
Yeah.
The team I support says you never leave a man behind. So I had amazing people. I had Dr. Ruth Owino. I had Cynthia Jade. I had the team. I had Prof. Robbie Cookie. I had friends a lot. If I start mentioning, some are gonna be like, why did you mention us? Yeah. And family, very important. I think that most days I had breakdowns,
Yeah.
Well, my last semester, because I'm doing my thesis, I have to defend it. I have to write the final thing. You have schoolwork as well. You have classes. You have a life. You have roles in school, so it's a lot. You're still human. You want to do some other things other than being in school and being a student. I had a band somewhere. You have to be there. You have to be present. I have a sister. When things are happening, she needs me as her small mom, So many things are happening. You're the firstborn daughter, and most times you don't ask for help. You don't have a boyfriend, so you cuddle your pillow at night. And also prayer is very, very important. I believe in God. I believe when no one else can hold me down, I really have God.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't want to give mom stress. Sometimes you've complained so much to your administrator. Sometimes people are used to you being happy. When you're not happy, they're like, are you okay? What's wrong? We're not used to you being like this. Ebu changamka, like you get happy.
Yeah.
And you can't, so you leave, you go pray, and come back, and you're good. So I had a very, very strong support system, and that's very, very important. Have hobbies. At the end of the day, you're all that matters. You matter most to yourself than anyone will ever do. Have hobbies, entertain yourself. Go for solo dates, they are very important. Buy whatever you want. Save up for yourself, take yourself out, journal a lot. I used to have solo dates where I'd journal, and then I'd be like, I feel like taking milkshake. I feel like going ice skating. So I'd set a date for myself, and then I'd be like, on this date, I'm going out. So if anyone needs me, it's my own day. I need time for me. I need to appreciate myself. I won't buy myself flowers and balloons, but I'll get something sentimental, like something I've always missed, and I'm like, nice outfits, So take care of yourself. You matter more than anyone will ever matter to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you. That's powerful. You matter more.
And that's my TED
on
Talk.
a whole new light today. I think he's
I haven't given a TED Talk today, but
It's more than a TED Talk, right?
that's a TED Talk
He's
and a
so
half.
used to having me making jokes.
Well, like,
So today he's like,
that's not the joke. Oh, damn. Okay, that's great. Wow. Personally, wow.
Yeah.
Personally, me taking care of myself is more of meditation.
Okay.
I prefer doing nature walks whenever I get time. That's it. Whenever I get time, actually, because
he never gets time.
my schedule is usually
That's
crazy.
easy, man. Like,
Crazy.
no matter more, you didn't get that.
I do. Now actually I realize I matter more.
Yeah.
But I love just bonding with nature, doing nature walks, and also exploring new places. I also love reaching out. I love reaching out to the next person in this context of helping them out. I love doing humanitarian services. I'm more of that person who never wants to shun away from people because they're in a starting position in life. I mean, at times it's never because they wanted to be there. At times, life circumstances actually happen and they end up in such situations and places. So I really love giving back to society, taking care of the vulnerable, street families, children's homes, and also elderly homes. I actually did my community service in an elderly home, and it was amazing. Yeah, but I also love just giving back to society and also taking care of people. I don't know, being a firstborn is crazy, but you end up now.
It's like we're a group of firstborns here because
Damn.
And for girls, all you want is to be baby because we're so.
Not the deputy parent.
We just want to be baby. I mean,
Because you end up now wanting to make sure that everyone is okay first before you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's a weakness. It's something that most of us are very. It's very hard to actually let go of that. But also now me just ensuring that everyone around me is well, everyone around me in terms of the team I work with, family, friends, everyone is just okay before. Yeah, that gives me more peace. Yeah, I'm not that person who will actually sit in the house and just sit on the couch. It's not bad. It's actually very okay. But for me, that's not my my aspect of chilling.
Yeah. Deep. I think this session has been super enriching. I believe everyone watching has learned a lot. I'm so grateful, and I just want to ask you like one thing, couple of one. So, what's the one book you said you read, right? I think you read too. So, what's the one book that changed your perspective?
wow. There are lots. I'm thinking. I think Chicken Soup for the Soul series.
Chicken Soup for the Soul series and Unique.
Oh, currently or back then? From back then, high school. I was a big fan of Ben Carson.
Ben Carson.
Yeah, Gifted Hands. That was the one book that took me through because people asking me like, "Would you still read this book when?" Because it took me through chemistry. I was one of the best in chem, bio,
Yeah.
sciences.
Mm.
No, please.
Okay.
But it was more of a motivational book for me because I wanted to know more about neurosurgery. So it was a big inspiration for me. Yeah.
Okay. What's the one value you held and you're still holding to now?
Yes.
One. Does it have to be one?
It has to be the main one.
Okay. Love.
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 Yeah.
Love?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Love.
I don't know about love, but.
Wait, that's why he's single.
Okay.
For me, it's more of service.
Service.
Yes.
Powerful. And what's the one mistake you made?
Yeah.
I'm going to touch you. One mistake and one lesson you learned.
One mistake, pride.
Right?
Yeah.
One lesson.
One lesson, humility.
Sure.
One mistake?
Yeah.
So many mistakes. But it's letting go of myself in terms of who I am. Not really giving myself that full potential.
Okay.
Lesson. I learned that we have a lot to achieve. The world is our oyster.
world is your oyster.
Exactly.
Powerful. And the last but not the least, what's the one thing you wish you were told before you got into university?
Oh, your network is a network. I got to know that way later, but every single person you meet, it doesn't matter if they have $1 million or $1 shilling, every single person is a network. And you respect everyone, including the cleaners, because you never know what life holds.
Very true.
Last thing, treat everyone with respect. They had dreams, they just haven't achieved them yet.
Facts.
Oh, damn, that's deep.
Facts. She's
That's
a
very
TED talker.
deep. Hey, come to my TED talk. Hey,
That's so true, actually.
Damn. It should be more of what lesson I would want to learn. Or it was, it should be more of me living for me first.
From friends of me.
And also the aspect of people will love you for who you are, not for what you try to be. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's been powerful. It's been insightful. I would say it's been impeccable. I rarely use impeccable in defining everything, but honestly, it's been impeccable, and I'm really honored. Thank you so much for, gracing our screens. I think everyone watching right now, is inspired. In fact, I think they'll be longing to meet you in person, because you all are one of the greatest giants we have here, and you don't know it yet, but Africa is looking up to you, and just keep going, keep pushing. And I usually do this for the audience. Just a word of encouragement for anyone watching right now as we wrap up. Yeah, that's it. Word of encouragement.
Do it and do it scared. Never let go of opportunities because of hearsay of people.
Yeah.
People always talk, no matter how successful or how bad you do in life. Always remember that they'll never shape your life. You have the power to do that. Yeah.
Whoever said the sky is the limit is a liar.
Mm-hmm.
You're the limit. You choose how far you go, choose how high you go, and how low you fall. And when you hit rock bottom, there's only one way. That's up.
Powerful. That's been it, dear audience. That's been it. From Miss Joy, I'll put the title. From Miss Joy and Mr. Nick. It's been amazing having them here, and always remember that you are the limit, right? The sky is not the limit, and remember that don't let people make you lose the opportunities, because you define your opportunities, you create them, you get them. Don't let anything limit you. And that's been it for this episode of Get Impeccable with me, your host Precious, and then with the amazing Miss Joy, with the powerful Mr. Nick, and it's been lovely having you here. Please, if you want to, please do subscribe to the channel, okay? Please hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, tell me what you learned, and share with us what do you think are the biggest lessons. If you're a graduate, what's the biggest lesson you've learned in college? And if you're getting into college, what are your expectations? Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. God bless you all, and see you. Bye-bye.
Wow.